Hello my gorgeous Gemini, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my beautiful precious Gemini, and it's for January 2019. So it's for you my gorgeous Gemini, and it's for January 2019. What the month this is actually going to be. It is all about your own personal power. It is all about your own radiance, which is just going to be so significant this month indeed. And also on another hand, it's about compassion, vigilance and earth magic. There is going to be connection, reconnection with the earth. Please go out there, go in the forest, walk through the forest, and you will see how good this is going to be for you. This month it is going to be very strong connection with your own spirituality, and it is going to be very significant throughout January 2019. If I say 2018, by the way, I meant 2019. Give me a chance, I need to get used to it. The years are going really fast indeed. Basically, the bottom line is that your number this month is going to be number 8. Now, ooh la la, it is all about your own success. It is all about your own personal power, but it's all about you basically coming across those areas in your life that made the most of impact to you or for you throughout the actual 2018. Those areas in your life that made the most impact for you in 2018 are going to become very significant in January 2019. The bottom line is it is all about your accomplishment, which is going to be the direct result of your hard work and of your past effort. This is not only to do with the career, this is not only to do with the finances, but this is to do with your emotions, and this is also to do with the people who mean the most in your life indeed. Number 8 also means that there is going to be a rather nice and beautiful swift activity and swift change that is going to happen to you. It is going to be your own turning point, which is of course going to make you realize that you are part of something different. It's going to make you realize that you are part of something new, and therefore by the time you get to the end of January, these feelings are going to be very powerful and very overwhelming, and it is going to give you the whole new direction, the whole new idea, which is not only you going to be the one who is going to benefit from it, but all people in your life, people in your family, people around you, people in your life in general. Everybody's going to benefit from it, because this is where your beauty and your radiance is going to come through, because of your own beautiful balance that you are going to have, that is going to reflect on you being happy, reflect on you giving you the whole new direction, and that in itself is going to bring a hope with a situation in your life that you just didn't think that there is no more hope. So hope is going to come through with the hopeless situation that you had in 2018, and that in itself is just going to bring you the whole new faith, and that in itself is going to bring you whole new inspiration and the bright prospects indeed. Also, you know what else is really important? There is an omen that you are going to have, and this is why number 8 is so significant, because it just brings you the combination of all these things that have been playing a really important role in your development in 2018. And now this is going to be the mixture of old and the mixture of new, which is just going to work really bombastic and fantastic for you, my gorgeous Gemini, because it is going to, the end result is going to be with you having a whole new bright prospect, a whole new direction, okay? And also financially, this is going to be absolutely brilliant month indeed. Expect a new plan to become very effective, and it's just going to become very effective much sooner than you would actually hope for. So if you want to have some kind of negotiations or something like that throughout January 2019, this is going to be absolutely perfect time for you to do it. Start something new, start something big, do something different. This is all going to be so good for you. Whatever you do different this month is gonna bring you something else. Whatever you do bizarre, whatever challenge you take, you know, it's just going to bring you the whole new direction that is going to surprise you in a really good way. way. So it's time to take those challenges, time to start, time to do those things that we maybe normally wouldn't have a confidence to do. Maybe we didn't think that we are, maybe sometimes we think that we are not prepared with certain things in our life to go that one step further. This is what we do to ourselves. We just block ourselves automatically. So we must not block ourselves automatically. And this is going to be repeating for you throughout January 2019. When it comes to the actual health, it is going to be like a very much so that you're going to have like a symptoms of like a cold or a flu, and it's just going to be, it is not going to affect you, but it's just basically going to be very sensitive area when it comes to your throat again, which I have seen you previously have. It's going to be like a throat area again, which is going to be quite sensitive, and the head area in general is going to be quite sensitive, and also stomach. Now, when it comes to stomach and digestion, please try to stick to like a juices and fruit juices. Try to mix your own organic fruit juices throughout January. Try to eat as healthy as possible. I'm not saying you're not eating healthy, but just try to eat as healthy as possible. Try to avoid as much coffee. Try to avoid sugar like completely. This is when it comes to your own like digestion, because it's going to be a little bit sensitive. So the best thing to do is just drink lots of water, drink lots of juices, smoothies and things like that. And on another hand, when it comes to your like a sore throat and when it comes to cold and flu symptoms, it's what I always say, to try to get like echinacea and try to take echinacea, you know, this herb, natural herb called echinacea. It's absolutely brilliant. I know I said millions of times, but people need to know how good this herb is to boost your immune system by increasing the white cells count in your body. You take this herb every now and then. You don't take it all the time because it's a natural herb and it could actually interact with, it's a natural herb, which means that if we take it all the time without breaks, then our body would get used to it and then it wouldn't be as effective. On another hand, if you are on any other medications from your doctor, from your GP or something like that, please do check with your doctor and GP whether this echinacea will interact with your existing medications or not, because only your GP can tell you this. But this is something that I really highly recommend. And also manuka honey. If you do eat honey, some people don't eat honey, some people don't like honey, you know, but if you do eat honey, manuka honey is quite good as well. The combination of manuka honey and tea tree oil and propolis is also wonderful when it comes to like a sore throat, when it comes to infections, and when it comes to like a flu and cold symptoms indeed. Now, my beautiful babies, let's start with the first date. The first date I need you to pay attention to is going to be on the 6th of January. Now, the 6th of January, it's going to start really strange. It's going to start really bizarre. There's a certain thing going to be on your mind as soon as you wake up in the morning, and it's just kind of going to make you feel like you're really drained. You're going to feel a little bit drained in the morning. You're going to feel a little bit unusual in the morning. You're going to feel a little bit bizarre in the morning. But this is a very strong sign that you will be traveling the night before. So it's the 5th of January. It's also like ridiculously important, but also the 6th of January. The 5th of January is going to be the when you're going to start feeling a very strong connection to the spirituality and the spirit world. But it's not only that, but it's going to be a very strong connection where you're going to feel to the relatives that have passed away, people in your life that have passed away. Maybe perhaps, you know, you haven't got anybody who died so far. Maybe you're really young, you know, it all depends, you know, but it could be somebody that died, you know, that passed away, somebody, your relative that you didn't know, that want to make a certain connection with, reconnection with you. You see, maybe you were just a baby when they passed away, so you've never met them. It all depends. The bottom line is there is a spirit, there is somebody in your life who used to be in your life that is going to try to reconnect with you in between the 5th and 6th of January 2019. Woo! No, this is no joke. This is going to be really serious. And what is actually going to happen? You are going to have some kind of sign. You're going to have a word, you're going to have a sign, you're going to have a new direction. Your relative, the certain person who means to you so much, is going to feel really strong reconnection, and it will want to tell you some kind of information. And this information is going to come through on the 6th of January in the morning, very first thing in the morning indeed. This is why I said that you're going to feel really drained, you're going to feel really tired. And this is because you will be the part of the different dimension the night before. before. You will be traveling the night before. You will have a strong reconnection with the spirits the night before, and you will have astral projections the night before. You may even remember. It depends. We have astral projections all the time, but we just don't remember. Our mind is really, really ridiculously powerful indeed. So now what is going to happen? You are going to receive a certain word on the first thing in the morning. There is something going to be on your mind, and the way you're going to receive this, you may even hear some word, you may hear a certain voice in your mind, you may see something with the corner of your eye, and then you see some word behind that. This is when the spirits are trying to get your attention. You may like even like hear a certain word constantly repeating. It all depends. You may see the clock, stopped at a certain time. Maybe the past relative died at around that time. It all depends. It's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you, and it will have so much to do with your own personal life, with a certain problem that you're trying to sort out, that is just kind of preventing you to have a control over the situation. This in itself is just going to bring you the whole new strength. This in itself is going to bring us the whole new courage indeed. And now there is a wonderful energy that you are going to feel. So you're going to wake up tired, but then later on there's going to be a beautiful energy that you are going to feel, which is just going to make you realize to look at a certain problem and your life, to look at your life in general from a slightly different angle, from a slightly different picture. And that is just going to help you so much to actually understand how much you have done and how much you have achieved, and what new journey you could now go on. Something very powerful is going to be revealed to you here indeed. And you're going to feel really, really emotional, but in the best possible way. And it's also, there's going to be the beginning of something really, really important here. Really, really important. On another hand, 6th of January, it's also going to be important because by the end of the day, there is going to be the realization about your own personal success and about your own personal obstacle that you had, that you went through, that you went over, and now you came out so much stronger and so much more powerful. And not only that, but there is a financial gain that you are going to have, okay? Your own personal victory, successful negotiation, indeed. So I said the whole month is going to be absolutely brilliant to actually negotiate what I mentioned before, but also if you want to pick up on a certain day, if I tell you which day to negotiate, which day to buy something new, which day to buy something really big, which day to start something really big, my babies, then it's going to be the 6th of January indeed, because the 6th of January is very strongly connected to number 7, which means that you are going to be guided by your angels, guided by your spirit guides. But I already told you that there is going to be reconnection from the relative that passed away. Okay, the second important date that I want to give you, my beautiful Geminis, it's actually going to be on the 18th of January. On the 18th of January, you're just going to kind of, wow, gosh, Gemini, you really have got a very strong, very deep, very spiritual week. You see, I need you to connect with the nature. I need you on the 18th of January to try to go in the forest, try to go into the nature. All I need you to do is just walk through the forest, walk through the nature, walk through the forest if you possibly can, because this is going to be significant for you, because it's going to help you with your own emotional balance, and it's on another hand going to help you to receive a certain message that you will receive. And people sometimes don't understand how powerful forests are. Forests are ridiculously powerful. Just the one tree is just so powerful. Very, very special things they are. But the forest in itself is very spiritual, and it's full of spirits. It's full of spirits, and it's full of like little beings, it's full of energy, and it's full of power. So therefore, just walking through the forest without thinking about anything, just relaxing, think about your breathing techniques, think about what would you like in your life to happen, think about what would you like to happen, think about what new direction can be revealed to you, and just think about your life, like look at the bigger picture and think about certain areas where you need changes, and like what you need to concentrate on. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to walk and just wait for the answers, call for the spirits. You may as well, it depends how you feel, you can even call for the spirits to help you. But the bottom line is to walk through the forest, relax, and just send these informations to the forest, send these informations to the universe. At the same time, you are making a very strong connection, very healing connection. You're healing yourself at the same time, but most importantly, you are kind of asking the question, question, that you are going to receive the answer, not straight away then and there, but the forests are making a really, really psychic, and they're making us really very powerfully psychic indeed. So this is why I'm saying that this is the seed that you need to plant on the 18th of January, because there is the perfect combination of spiritual energy that you're actually going to have. On another hand, there is a certain person that is going to have a very powerful progress in your family, certain person that means to you a lot, certain person that means so much to you. That particular person is actually going to have a really, really great progress, and you're going to like this, because that in itself is going to make you feel so happy. But then again, at the same time, it's going to motivate you as well. It's going to motivate you, and it's just going to bring your own satisfaction, and it's just going to make you realize this is a great accomplishment as well, and things like that. And also 18th of January, there is a certain person from the past, certain friend from the past that is going to make themselves known. Not a lover, not a boyfriend, not a girlfriend. It is just going to be not an ex-wife, husband or something, but it's just going to be like a certain friend that will kind of reach to you to have a, you know, a little conversation with you, to make themselves known, and, you know, to try to connect with you again and things like that. However, this is going to make you feel really, really good. That's important. Okay, then the third day, my beautiful Geminis, it's actually going to be on the 30th of January, 30. On the 30th of January, it's going to be a really good day, because there is going to be an important reconnection. God, you've got lots of reconnection. Sorry, but this is the month of reconnections, very powerful reconnections, not only spiritual, not when it comes to your omen, not when it comes to your signs, not when it comes to all these things, but when it comes to the certain people in your life, because there is some kind of reconnection with an old friend going to happen here. And this is also going to make you feel really good. This is also going to make you feel like a really good partnership and really good cooperation, and that is just going to have a really nice balance on you, because there was a very negative situation that was connected to this person in the past, and it was somehow number 9 connected to this as well. But this person is just it was lots of negativity that they went through, lots of concern they had, and things like that. Now, one more thing I want to say to you on the 30th of January. By the end of the night, it's a really beautiful sense of achievement that you are going to have. But it's not only about the sense of achievement. This is going to be a great new starting point. The starting point that this is going to manifest itself here is just going to make you feel first very uneasy in your home, but not in a bad way. Uneasy is basically the reason why you're going to feel uneasy in your home on the 30th of January. It's because it's going to require input. Your home is going to require changes. Your home is going to literally be screaming, please change me, which means that you're going to need to connect yourself to your own subconscious mind, and try to see what would you like to bring into your home, or what can you bring into your home that can kind of protect you. You're going to be very strong when it comes to your own personal energies. So when you feel drawn to the certain crystals, or when you feel drawn to the certain stones, when you feel drawn to the certain spiritual objects and things like that, pictures, just get it or do it, because this is just means that it is a wonderful thing to do when we turn to the spirituality, and especially when we follow our own intuition, and especially when we have really unusual things that are on our mind coming, do this, do that, and especially when it's something quite unusual, it means that the whole new starting point is about to reveal. And this is how important this is, because this is the end of January. It's literally going to be your own transformation time, and it's literally going to be also a rebirth time of your own personal rebirth. But it's also, you're going to realize that it's going to require for you to actually do certain changes, okay, in order to get where you want to get in your life. When it comes to the personal changes and things like that, I highly recommend to kind of wear an amethyst. Look at how gorgeous this is. So beautiful. I don't know if you, how can you see the best. This amethyst, you see, this beauty comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is to buy this is in the description below. And I highly recommend this, and this is very important when we are in touch with the our spirituality, with the spirit worlds, with the spirit guides, with our angels, when we are making big changes, but especially when we are going through our own personal transformation, because believe me or no, this is all going to be about your own personal transformations. Things are going to be happening throughout January like there is no tomorrow, like really quick and really fast, and you are going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to like kind of say things without even thinking, and there are going to be loads of this when you're going to say something without thinking, and this is because you're going to be guided by the spirit, your spirit guides, guided by your angels. You've got number 7 written all around, very, very important indeed. But at the same time, when you're very spiritually open, you invite lots of other things and lots of other beings and lots of other spirits that may not be wanted as much. And this is why you're for the balance and protection, and when we go through changes, through the good changes and or any changes, the amethyst is highly something that I highly recommend indeed. Okay, so now going on the first part of January 2019. Now, going on the first part of January 2019, it is going to start with you feeling that the very first couple of days you're going to feel very, very energetic. The very first couple of days you're going to feel very optimistic. And also the reason why, because there is a balance that you're about to have back. The energy changed, you know, the cloud is about to go, the dark cloud is about to disappear, and this is you bringing you the whole new balance, which is going to leave you with 2 new options. These 2 new options are going to make you realize, my goodness, why didn't I do this before? Why didn't I go that direction before? It doesn't matter. Things in life happen when they're meant to happen. So this is just part of everything. This is just part of the big picture, and this is the most important and really big beginning, because there's a great realization about yourself that you're going to have, that you've got more than you need to do something quite important to you that is going to be important for other people in your life. And also it is just a bit of a realization that you want to like kind of like really be chill out a little bit. You will want to think about a certain trip or certain journey here, and that's really, really good, because you're going to feel very free. You're going to feel like you want to explore. You're going to feel very adventurous, and that's absolutely brilliant thing to do. It's perfect, because after that moment, after you relax, after you go to chill out a little bit, if you go at the beginning of January, or if you go like in March, it doesn't matter. This is going to be brilliant, because it's going to bring you the whole new determination indeed, and you will see exactly what I mean. And also, what else I was going to say, there is an inheritance that I'm seeing here in the very first week of January 2019. Now, the inheritance, of course, it's just if you didn't know about it, you know, now I'm letting you know. But if you knew about it, now this is going to be the time when you're going to find out more information. But then again, if you haven't got anyone who could leave you inheritance, or you haven't got a family, you need to know that there is a certain financial situation going to happen that is going to work in your favor, and you're going to get hold of some money, but there are other people that are going to be part of it as well. But however, the bottom line is that there is a money that is coming in, and that's absolutely brilliant. I do see that a lot of you are actually going to use this in order to do something with the home, family arrangements and things like that. It's going to be so significant in this very first week indeed, because it is going to be a homecoming time as well, which means that you are going to be feeling reconnection with your family and reconnection with the people in your life. Now, there is an abandonment. There is some part of your life that you're just going to need to understand that it will need to go. You came to an end with a certain stage. You came to an end with a certain part of your life, and it's just making you feel really nostalgic. And now it's time to just move on. Now it's time to 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 move on. Okay, cool. So this is important, because it is just going to make you realize that, you know, certain stage of your life came to an end that was making you feel really nostalgic, and you're going to realize that you're not part of this journey. Your spiritual journey with that nostalgia literally came to an end. Now, the second part of January 2019 is there is a news that you're going to get. There is the information that you're going to get by this Oh Lord. But this female person, but this powerful female who is done really well for herself, and she's very significant, she's very kind, she's very powerful when it comes to her spirituality, but she's very powerful when it comes to what she did in life, she's very powerful when it comes to decision making, and you see her really, really wise. There is a really great information that you are going to get through this person, really great advice that you are going to get through this person, and it is going to kind of make you think a little bit, it is going to confuse you a little bit, but you just need to let you know that you need to follow your own intuition. I cannot stress enough, because there will be the situation where you're going to be completely uncertain what to do and which way to go, and your own intuition is going to tell you one thing, but other people, when you get a little bit confused, if you need a little bit of help, a little bit of advice, they're going to tell you a completely different thing. You follow your own intuition. You need to follow your own intuition. This is so important for me to say, because your own intuition is going to be so powerful, and it's going to be so strong throughout January. So this is why your own intuition is going to be so strong that it's going to confuse you very self. So that's why I need to stress here to follow your own intuition, especially if somebody gives you an advice. You see, if somebody tells you something and then it's like it doesn't make sense to you, and then you just need to like kind of like take one step back and just like kind of reevaluate this with your own intuition and why this doesn't make sense with what you wanted to do originally. Okay, so now what else I was going to say, it's like there is going to be, you are going to be the part of the competition is when this is really important. You're going to be the part of the competition, and people are going to be watching you, people are going to be kind of judging you without you even being completely aware of it. Okay, now you're going to be aware of it because I told you. So what you need to do is just to make sure you always give a 1000% with whatever you do, like you're doing that always anyway, because you're very creative signs indeed. But it's just that you are going to be the part of a certain competition. Everything is going to do well, everything is going to be really well, but it's just like the actual competition will start with something really dark and start with something really negative. There are going to be some kind of negativity is completely connected to that competition that you have got nothing to do with. Okay, it's a little bit dark over there. So which means that somebody is just going to do something negative that you're going to kind of have to kind of reflect on it a little bit and just have a certain input. However, this is going to do really great, and you're going to do really, really well. Very important for those of you that are looking for a job, for those of you that are looking for a new career or something like that, try to like apply for as many jobs as you can, because mid-January is going to bring something really, really big. An element, lots of really big and really good. Lots of competition that you're going to win. Any type of competition that you can have, sorry, any type of competition that you want to be part of, anything that you want to apply where other people are applying for, whether it's job or something else, it doesn't matter, you're going to do really great in a mid-January 2019 especially. But what else I was going to say is that something really big is going to happen. I'm so happy for you. Something that you worked on for a long time, something that you were focusing on for a long time, but it just didn't kind of, it was just taking its time now. Now this is going to start coming into full effect. Whole new passion is going to come through, and this is really, really good. Very good time for the professionals, very good time for the careers. Mid-January is also going to, it's fantastic for those of you that are working, because this is going to be time when you're going to realize something really good. Your direction is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. You're going to be really, really happy with yourself, really happy with your direction, and especially if you were confused about if you're doing the right thing or not, this is all going to become a crystal clear for you. Absolutely brilliant. Financially, it's going to be really, really great, and financially it's going to be fantastic. And very important to say as well, karmically, this seems to be very significant months for many signs, not only you. But I have to say, if you do financially get really good or really great or something like that, try to help to those that are less fortunate than yourself. You know, if you can help somehow to someone, you know, it will be absolutely great. I'm not telling you that you wouldn't do this, but it's going to be really, really important to kind of go with this energy, to go with this flow, and it's really, really nice to help people. Everything always gets back to us, you know, whenever we are nice, it gets back to us. Even if we are naughty, it gets back to us. But this is just something really nice to do. If you can, just do it. Okay, so On another hand, basically, by the time we get to the last part of January 2019, you see, it is going to be, the financial situation will change for the better. Success, it's going to be all about the success and a lot about the new direction. Even if you're struggling financially and you haven't got a job, by the time we get to the last part of January, this is going to be the time when you will be able to look at the whole picture and the realization that the results from your hard work and from what you were focusing on as well is actually going to come through. So even if you're struggling financially and you're not working, the end of January is just going to bring you the whole new picture, the whole new idea, the whole new realization that the life is going to change and better. It is going to be good, and this is going to be your own personal indication of how good 2019 is going to be. It's going to be one good sexy year for you indeed, for so many different ways. That in itself is just going to make you feel a little bit indecisive, because now you're going to end up with a new moment. Now you're going to end up with a new option, new solution, and that is just going to make you realize about certain stage in your life, how much you were missing the certain stage in your life, so how much you're missing the certain things from the past that used to make you feel really, really happy. But this is really, really good, because we must not forget how to enjoy our life. This is so important, and also very important synchronicity in between you and in between you're somebody who you find like a leader. Wonderful synchronicity in between you and the leaders, whoever may be the leader in your life, whether you work or whether you're like a retired, it doesn't matter. What else I was going to say? What else I was going to say is that basically, if you have a problem with somebody who's like a leader in your life or something like that, the end of January is going to be perfect time to go and discuss something with them, because the things are going to work in your favor and it is going to be on your side. The energy is going to be on your side, which means that you will be bursting with self-confidence, bursting with self-esteem, and on top of that bursting with a radiance. So you will be like, wow, look at him, look at her, it's just going to be amazing. And this is why you're going to have this particular power. So if you want to sort something out with anyone who is a leader that was maybe creating you certain problems in your life, now this is going to be absolutely perfect time. And when we are discussing with our leaders and we are talking with them something really important, when we want to work on certain problems or work on certain issues, and especially when it comes to us and our self-esteem, and then our career, finances and things like that, then you see a Moldavite, it's absolutely a must-have to wear throughout January and even February 2019. Is going to be significant for you, Gemini, because it's a lot going to be happening when it comes to your money, finances, career, and things like that. You're going to need to make a really big decisions, and at the same time you will be very spiritual, you will be very open as well. The same with Amethyst. But what this is going to do, this is going to attract the finances. This is going to be really good for your decision making, for the finances, financial situation as well. And on top of that, is going to beautifully protect you and help you to have a balance and say the right things in a really tricky situations. This Moldavite comes with a sterling silver setting and sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below if you would like to buy it. Okay, and also what I was going to say is that the end of January, it's also going to kind of something is not going to work the way you wanted it to work, and this is basically just a problem, an ongoing problem in your life, that it's connected to somebody else, but it was also connected to you not being able to live your life to your full potential because you were affected by certain things. Now there is a challenge that you're going to have that is going to be connected to that challenge, that is just going to kind of make you react in a certain way, make you be really daring, you see, and that in itself is going to be brilliant, because it's going to bring again a big problem, a big conclusion, realization that is just going to be amazing. What else I was going to say is that there is an adventure that is going to happen to you at the end of January 2019, a little mini adventure. Okay, you don't know anything about it, you have no idea what am I talking about, you have no idea what is going to happen. This is going to happen out of the blue, this is going to happen with the people in your life, this is going to happen through people who mean the most most in your life, to expect a really wonderful, beautiful adventure to develop, to happen, to manifest at the end of January 2019. And this is really, really great, because this is just going to be an amazing for you. This is going to be absolutely the right thing to do, and also it's going to help you to be even more creative with what you do, and it's going to bring you to a whole new level of understanding with those areas in your life that you didn't understand, whether you're on the right track or on the right journey or not. Wow. Okay, so now, my beautiful babies, I'm going to shuffle these cards. And Gemini, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to concentrate. Sorry. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to concentrate on those of you Geminis that are actually in relationship. And it's January 2019. Ooh la la. Somebody is going to be tested. Okay, so now here we go. Now basically what is going to happen this January 2019, Gemini, for those of you that are in relationship now, there is a really good surprise that you're going to have when it comes to your partner. Really, really good surprise. Your partner is going to be going through a certain issue. Your partner is going to have a certain problem, and nobody can help them. You can just be nice to them, nice to your partner and things like that, but nobody can help them by themselves, which just means this is something really personal. This is something that's concerning them, and nobody can actually do this apart from themselves. So now it is going to be a really great idea that your partner is going to have, really a great choice that your partner is going to decide to have, and this choice is going to make you realize how important your partner is to your life and to you, but also how mature your partner is when it comes to making a really big decisions. Therefore, this means that January 2019 is going to bring an important decision that your partner is going to need to make. Now, when you think about it now, you wouldn't be too sure what am I talking about. By the time the January comes, you will see exactly what I mean, because you're going to be blown away how powerful your partner is when it comes to the certain stages in your life. You're going to learn something really new about your partner. You can know your partner for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, but there's always something new to learn about people. We never know everything about people. We think we know people, but we don't, because we can't know everything about people, even if we know them all our lives, okay? And this is going to be really good. This is going to be really fantastic realization that you are going to have about your partner, and that in itself is just going to be so good for both of you. Indeed, very, very good for both of you, and it is just going to almost be like a really reviving for your both relationships. I'm not saying that your relationship needs reviving or something like that, but it's most certainly, this is going to be something that is just going to make you be in love with your partner even more. And also, if you were kind of feeling like touch with your partner, if you were like kind of drifted apart, you know, now this is going to be the moment when this is what is going to bring you back together. So the bottom line is that your partner is actually going to make a really, really good decision. Your partner was very persistent when it comes to this. Your partner is being very persistent indeed, and now the decision time is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and it is going to have an enlightening experience on both of you. Indeed, enlightening experience. And what else I was going to say, that is going to bring the right balance to your relationship. So it's fantastic, because this is going to lead towards like a little readjustment, and little readjustment on both of you is going to bring you a wonderful balance. And also there is something really important that you're going to talk about this month that you want to do. A really big and important step, a really big and important change that you will want to do. Okay, so it's a great time for those of you that are in relationships. So now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to actually going to connect to those of you that are single, Gemini that are single, for January 2019. Gemini that are single, Gemini that are single. Oh la la. Gemini, I have seen this before. Okay, so now there is the optimism. It's going to be really strong this month. Okay, you will find yourself feeling like a very energetic and full of energy when it comes to like people in your life, like a people like your friends, your family. And as I said already, there is going to be lots of time when you will want to like meet with the friends and meet with the family. This is going to be absolutely great time. But what else I was going to say is that at the time when you feel really, really good, at the time when you're going to feel like really like you've done like a really great accomplishment, at the time when you're feeling like a really very drawn to your home, very, very drawn to your changes when it comes to your home, when it comes to your living arrangements and things like that. At around that time, you will also feel very, very creative. Now, this creativity, believe me or not, it's going to be the part of it. This creativity is going to be the key. This creativity is going to be the turning point, because this creativity is going to make you find yourself in a slightly different environment, doing a little bit something different to what you would normally do. Like, for example, you will find yourself being in a different shop, or you will find yourself being in a different park, you will find yourself being in a different forest, you will find yourself being in a different like a shopping center. Basically, you're going to find yourself being and doing different things that you don't normally do. And this is what your creativity is going to be. This is what your creativity is going to do. And it's also at the same time, it's going to make you feel very adventurous when it comes to people. So you will feel very flirty, you will feel very cool, you will feel very nice. I actually don't think that this is going to be the best months to actually find someone forever, but there are few people that are going to be part of the scenario. There are few people that you're going to be flirting with. There are few people that are going to be very, very significant to you indeed. Okay, and it's all about like a flirting and rediscovering yourself through this, because there is someone very special that is just going to play an important role. And after that moment, after that time, that person is going to bounce back into your life, and that person is going to come back. It's somebody who's going to come in, and then they're going to go, and then they're going to come back into your life again. And that person is just somebody that's going to become very significant later on. My bottom line is that it's not going to happen straight away then and there, but expect at the end of January, by the end of January, to actually meet somebody who is going to, you're going to be flirting, you're going to meet quite a few people, and you're going to like it, and you're going to actually really like it. And this is where all the radiance is going to come in. And you're going to be able to test yourself, you're going to be able to test other people. And when you have that radiance, when you feel that radiance, you attract all sorts of people. And there's a certain realization that you're going to have about yourself. You're not going to be only flirt with one person, but there are few people that are going, like about 3 or 4 people that are going to be part of the scenario. Well, one of them is going to be very significant, one of them is going to be very powerful, one of them is going to be like, oh my God, and one of them is going to be the one who is going to play a really significant role in your life later on. A new beginning with somebody really wonderful. It's just an amazing, because at the same time this person is just going to make you feel really creative. And the reason why you're going to feel very drawn to this person is not because they're going to be so good looking and things like successful, but it's just they're going to make you feel so good. They're going to make you feel powerful about yourself, and therefore that will reflect on you so wonderfully, because you will say the right things, you will do the right things, they will say the right things to you. And this is why it's just going to be this is going to be a powerful month. My advice is just go out and spend the time with people, meet as many people as you can, because one of the people that you meet is going to come back into your life and stay there. One of the people you're going to meet is going to play a really, really important life. It's just going to change so much in your life for the better. If you were like really drawn, to find someone, if you're ready to find someone, just go out there and you will see exactly what is going to happen. If you're not ready to find someone, please do go out and enjoy yourself, because you will see the creativity that I said is going to take you to places. Creativity that I said is going to be responsible for that person that is about to manifest in your life, and this is going to be the most significant person that you've ever met in your life, and you will want to spend the rest of your life with them. And this is because not only because they're going to be the right person for you, but but it's because this is going to feel like different. It's going to feel different, and you will see exactly what I mean. You will not only look at them and think like, oh great, okay, you know, they're really nice, there's connection, but it's just going to feel like you knew them for such a long time. That person will think that you knew them for such a long time. You will be talking, and every now and then you will say the same things. This is because this person is so special. It's very, very strong what I'm gonna say right now. But it's to do with your past life, it's to do with your karma, and it's to do with somebody from your past life that is about to make a, again, connection, reconnection with you. My goodness, Gemini, what a month. My beautiful, beautiful Geminis, I wish you all the best. Happy holidays. Happy new 2019 year to you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Mwah. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.